Okay, this is my new toy, new project. It's a 5,000 watt generator, off-brand, offshore Chinese model. Looks to have about a 10 horsepower motor in her. Guy put in a newer battery in it, but dirty, stinky feel. He bought it at an auction, so who knows how long it was sitting for. I just pulled off the air filter covers, and oh, does it reek inside there. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull off the carburetor, but first I'm going to pull off the cover, remove the fuel tank, because I'm guessing that's pretty dirty inside. And I'll probably remove the other cover and just take a good look at the unit and check it over a bit before I run it. So yes, got it for 250 bucks, so in my opinion that's fairly cheap. If the motor ends up being junk, I'll be tossing in a diesel motor and probably twin car alternators, or just maybe one, and making a 12 volt generator. And there'll be room, hopefully, to add 1 or 2 semi-truck batteries in there. Okay, so I have her apart. Everything looks to be pretty decent. A little bit of corrosion there where the battery used to sit, slash where the carb was probably dripping. And man, does the gas in her stink. So, just going to pull off the air vent off the top there. And other than that, I'm just going to check it over, pull off the carb, clean it, check the spark plug, probably do an oil change, and slap her back together and give her another try. Again, it did fire before, but just barely. Yummy. It's actually not that bad. Oh, just a little bit of an update on this sucker here. Carb's cleaned, reinstalled. I just did a quick carb clean on it. Got a battery hooked up. Has great spark, great compression. Check the valves, they're in spec. And really all I have to do now is clean out the fuel tank and see what happens. And other than that, not a hell of a lot going on this weekend. Going to be going quadding tomorrow. Got my helmets kind of sitting on there, getting them ready to go. Went to go buy a new battery for my e-cigarette and came back with $100 worth of cigars. Yeah, they're not all here right now. This isn't what it looks like. Sit on the drill press for me. There you go. So these here were like 49 bucks. A little bit of Monte Crystals. These guys are pretty sweet. So little babies. So those won't last very long. So they're Cuban. I just stuck them in this tray here for my other ones here, just to kind of keep them from getting crushed when I'm on the quad and stuff. And then here there's a few other little guys in here. A couple of Lighthouse coconut ones, and here it's exactly what it looks like. So I'll be opening these probably tomorrow when I'm quadding. And believe it or not, I bought $100 worth of cigars. There's a couple other ones that are already gone, some bigger ones, and I forgot to buy my battery. Fuck! So that kind of sucks. And other than that, I don't know what else is going on. Don't know if I'll be putting back together the generator today. Might just work on the quad. I'm thinking I might put an exhaust tip on it before I go quadding tomorrow. And as you can see, the new tires are on it. No, I did not change the bearings in the rear end yet. Still nice and sloppy and loose. Hopefully it doesn't seize up on us. Went and picked up some crap here to do an oil change. And getting to the counter on the oil filter, I realized that the seal was broken. And I opened it up and realized that someone stuck a cheap non-synthetic oil filter in the box. And before I got to the till, I actually switched it. So this one here, I double checked, opened it up, because these are like 15 bucks here for the synthetic ones, and the normal oil filter is only 5 bucks. So, and of course for oil for my truck, that's what I'll be running in her, full synthetic. And other than that, oil change might be happening when I get back from quadding, or maybe tonight. Okay, so I'm just going to make a quick update about this generator I picked up. Probably not going to post anything on YouTube about it, but a guy bought it from an auction, and he couldn't get it running proper because it had 5-year-old gas in it. He's guessing 5-year-old gas. Other than that, this unit's probably only about 6 years old. They're actually still selling this exact model number right now. As you can see here, it has the 240 volt plug connectors, but it's 110 volt. So to test the output proper, of course the voltage comes up on the gauge. I got the 15 volts on the charger for battery charging. It came with 2 of these plug-ins here, and I'm going to get one of those adapters where I can just have it like 3 normal plugs on it. So that's the way I'm going to do it. And do a little cold start. Hasn't run since yesterday now. A little bit of a hesitation there, but I'm sure once I run it for a while that'll clear up. So I'm not too sure exactly what this is for. I'm not sure if that's an auto on, start, auto shut off. I got to really look that up. So I know when the batteries get disconnected, it stays, whatever that clock thing is, stays on it. So, and other than that, it seems to be pretty decent. So I gave it a carb cleaning and just a general check over. I was going to change the oil, but the oil is brand new looking. So I'm going to run it a little bit longer before I change it. Oil filter oil, there's for my truck. I got to get it in, do an oil change. Had the 400 EX and my quad out the other day. Yeah, it was very muddy and pouring rain for the entire day, but we still put in a day of quadding, so I'll upload some videos of that onto YouTube. So just wanted to show some people that were following the generator pictures I posted, how it runs now. So I might be flipping it, selling it, not too sure. I paid $250 for it. It's a Chinese knockoff, so they're not really the most expensive generators, so I'm probably going to put it in for $400 to see what happens. And other than that, just watching YouTube videos, and that's pretty much it today. Sweet. Okay, so here's a final update on this thing before it either goes or ends up becoming one of my permanent generators. Someone was asking about if you could get 240 out of here, but I put the multimeter between the 2 lives, or the 2 hots, and I get 60 volts. From one of them to the ground, I get 110. So yes, no 240 on this sucker, and that's on both sides. I ended up tweaking the choke a little bit because it has a vacuum automatic choke, and see how it's going to start up. Yesterday it was starting up instantly. There you go. Seems to start up instant now, and runs nice and smooth. I did turn up the carburetor a bit too. No point in letting it run anymore. Going to kick it outside, let it run a little bit longer, but I'm thinking I'll wait until I get a load on it before I do that. So there you go. That's the end of the videos on this thing. I wasn't originally going to post any of these on YouTube, but I guess I will.